Newsletter! Newsletter! My PNG tuber isn't even on correctly, but it's fine. Fuck, oh, it's on the wrong one. I'm too lazy to fix it. Just fucking go. Okay, we're Tyler for this one, I guess, because I said so. It's summer. Can summer be over yet? Chapter 5 released. Let's look at these sprites. They're awesome. Around a month ago, Deltarune Chapter 5 released. Did you notice? I am pleased with the response to Chapter 5. Many friends told me that they loved it. And some even cried about it. Everyone's experience may vary, but if the games resonate deeply with a few players, I feel confident I'm moving in the right direction. Now that it's been a bit, I have a lot of info and content about Chapter 5 to share, so please click here to check it out. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's talk about Chapter 5. Concept and gameplay. Before its release, I described Chapter 5 as a fun chapter. Hopefully everyone understands what I mean by that, which is that it is fun. Anyways, there are any more chapters where we focus on goofy, attention-hungry darker characters with the potential to be weirdly Anyway, there are any more chapters where we focus on goofy, attention-hungry darker characters with the potential to win weird popularity contests. Good job, Tenna. But thinking about the structure of the story, I think it was the perfect spot to do it one more time. Even though it's only been 4 chapters since Chapter 1, I wanted Chapter 5 to feel like a nostalgic mix of fun mixed in with the new, unforeseen concepts. Music from Chapter 1 of Deltarune, characters that reference concepts from Undertale, etc. As for the new elements, this time we added a platforming system where you can jump around, attack, and act. Development started in October 2021, with on and off programming by OmniDev, creator of games such as Trash Bashers, which I've never played. Eventually, toward the end of Chapter 4, other members of the team were able to take on Andy's prototype and develop it further. Oh. Oh, look at the walking guys, they're so silly. Look at the silly walkers. They have like a whole thing going on here. Andy's earlier platforming example with his own temporary enemies. As usual, we created tons and tons of prototypes. There were a few design challenges with using the platforming system. I feel quite happy about its implementation in the final game, but there are some things that we needed to be concerned about. Oh, what is this? Oh. We prototyped a platforming enemy for each flower color, but not all were used. Oh, okay. I love the little orange, like, mouse guys, you know, the silly fellas. Alright. This is an RPG game with a focus on a character interaction. If the game turns completely into an action platformer, it carries the risk of making the player feel like, why the fuck am I playing it carries the risk of making the player feel like, why am I playing a fucking knockoff of Hollow Knight, instead of feeling like they're playing Deltarune. In order to inject some unique character-based elements into the gameplay, the platforming act system was developed in October 2024. A large amount of acts were considered for each character, but ultimately found it most intuitive to just have Hanging with Rousey and Rude Buster with Susie. Another important Deltaruneism was adding lots of stupid optional dialogue for doing different things in the platforming mode, as well as having a couple of RPG encounters accessible during that mode. This kept the mood from drifting too far from the main game. Another thing we had to keep in mind was that the game could be somebody's first experience playing a platforming game. A terrifying thought, but technically possible. Nothing in the game has demanded any platforming skills before this, so we thought the actual jumping challenge is rather simple. Or kept them rather simple. Nothing in the game has demanded any platforming skills before this, so we kept the actual jumping challenges rather simple. On the other hand, it was way too fun to make difficult challenges, so we tried to include a couple of those in optional areas. We hope you enjoyed them. We prototyped various puzzle concepts where you get to swap between both gameplay styles. Most of them end up being a little too clunky and hard to understand. Okay. Why are they using that sound effect for this? This is cool though. Okay. Besides the platforming, another general challenge was writing a chapter that introduces 8 different characters to the main story without destroying the pacing. However, putting aside how good an idea that is in the first place, I feel like I managed to pull this off fairly well, showing off all the individual qualities of the different flowers without dragging the story down. Among my friends, everybody had a different favorite flower, and every flower was someone's favorite, so that's all I can hope for. Characters, flowery. What is this? What the fuck? Oh, I love MS Paint, JS Paint, whatever creations. 10 years ago, everyone was misspelling Flowey as flowery, and it was driving me crazy. I thought, wouldn't it be funny if there was another Golden Flower character actually named Flowery? Then everyone could spell his name as Flowey too. The Golden Flower, Gold, was able to become his own Mary Sue character in the form of Flowery. He's trying to be perfect. He doesn't know anything about what it's really like to live, or what it's like to really live. His interpretation of the ideal man is totally alien and over the top. He looks like a generic anime guy and is far taller than a normal human. It's probable he chose his own theme song and plays it himself somehow, which by the way is basically a crappy, misremembered version of only 8 seconds of the Full House theme song, and he must think this is awesome. You can think of the other flower characters in a similar fashion. Their designs may be strange, but that's because they had to decide who they wanted to be for themselves. I wonder what inspired each of their dreams. It's not really important to be honest, but it's fun to think about. Hopefully none of this comes across as new information. I'm simply pointing out what was in the game. By the way, here's some concept art from Toko Yadabe of the Studio Kara for the animation. Her early concept art for the animation determined Flower's final outfit. Which I love this. The only Deltarune character with an official, like, fucking character sheet. Or reference sheet or whatever. He has different appearances in different situations. I like when characters have an inconsistent design like this, especially for a character like him. Maybe the inconsistency is his fault. I can't say that word very well, can I? Other flowers! Here's some concept art for the other flowers. Oh. Okay. Aqua. I didn't have any trouble drawing her. She's obviously inspired by Toho. By the way, the other day I talked to someone and they didn't know what Toho was, so I was like, Bad Apple? And they're like, I thought that was a Hatsune Miku song. It's not even sung by Hatsune Miku. Seth. The character Seth is inspired by the character named Seth from Illusion of Gaia. They're both purple and wear glasses, but they don't have any other similarities beyond that. Originally, Seth's first content had white hair and skin that was a bit more lavender in tone, but when I showed it to my friends, they said, that's just, Steven Universe, so I changed it. Wait, what? Wait, that's Amethyst? Wait, guys, we know now. It wasn't Steven after not surviving. It was some Amethyst not survived. That was it. Amethyst got cancer. I'm sorry. Green. Green's appearance is inspired by the art style of my friend Splendidland, who designed Hacker, Ambulance, and a few other great guys. She didn't even know about this character until the game came out, though. Oh my god. Orange. It was orange. It was hard to express the joy of her expression in such a small sprite. Look at her. Anyways, it was important to have the character be a mouse and make it absurdly obvious how distorted their idea of humanity is. Yeah, I can see it. Yellow. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at this concept art. Yeah? How many fingers do humans have again? Oh my god, look at him. Look at him. This tall? Yellow. He had 2 designs. In the early one from October 2016, he had more of a beard and was the cool, collected guy. Then I redrew him later in 2020, and he took on some inspiration from Woody from Toy Story, of course. He was foreshadowed a bit in Chapter 3 with some bath curtains. I think that's kind of the full extent of the intentional cowboy foreshadowing I've done in my life. Toby, no! Brendan inside of me is dead! Well, some people on Twitter would be really happy about that one. I'm not. Blue. In the game, he has a different hairstyle during his face sprite. I thought it'd be fun to provide multiple possibilities for what he looks like. Other enemy designs. I had 2 guest artists on this chapter to design enemies. Nelnal actually designed 4 enemies in this chapter. Shinobeetle, Terracotta, the Pot Archer, and the Mantis Dancer. Ultimately, only 2 of them were used. In Chapter 5 anyway. I like this a lot. Okay. We got Mantis Dancer. Oh yeah, we didn't fight them, did we? And then we got this, which I love. This is awesome. Okay. Oh! Silly fucking fella! Look at them! This makes me think of Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus after they get their, skin peeled off, you know? Hitoshi Ariga. How do I say that? Hitoshi Ariga is a Japanese artist who's most well known for drawing the manga Rock'n'Min Mega Mix and designing a number of Pokemon. Oh! Including the recently beloved Sneasler, Fluttermane, and Ogerpon. However, do you know that he also drew character sprites for many classic games, including Illusion and Gaia? Anyways, he drew a bit of a fox character, then I made a modification to it for the game. Oh. By the way, he and his family are immensely awesome and kind people. Yeah! Oh, wait, oh my god, we're getting to hear early stuff? Wait, yes? Many people helped out with the music this time also. Garden of Hopes and Dreams. Hard to believe it or not, this guy was a kid when he made his first Undertale jazz album. I'm super glad I was able to feature him in the game. Raikuchi Buster, I know about this one. I originally featured his music in an earlier trailer for Deltarune, but as long as we're featuring fancy version of Feels and Hopes and Dreams, I wanted to make the battle theme fancy too. Thank you. Cutie Mew Mew Magic. Camellia, which is insane by the way. For this song, I arranged a demo of the first few dozen seconds, then sent that alongside a few seconds of me playing the piano and singing. I was provided a text description of each part. Camellia did all the actual work beyond that, lol. Anyways, the chiptune demo I gave it was originally just the first 6 seconds plus the melody, but I added some more onto it just to make it worth listening to. Thanks. Alright, let's see this. I just realized you guys can't even hear what I'm looking at. Oh, you love to see it. You know what? I'll download the videos later and I'll put them on screen, like, properly. I'll shut up now. Okay, yeah. And Flower Man, Camellia. I actually tried to create this song by myself multiple times. I even tried multiple times to collaborate with different musicians to try and do a live version with vocals. But nothing turned out right with the samples I was using, so I ended up begging Camellia to arrange it. Here's the earliest piano outline. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah? Touch of his hand, straightening petals out without a plan, like the everyday wish that bothers the flower man. Could I do something to make him laugh? Inside my little chamber made of glass, so he lived the flower man, with his heart in the sand. So he stands to watch the whole wide world from a can, way up high in the sky, with the sun in his eyes. Ain't it nice? A life forever for flowers. Okay, I'll listen to the rest. Okay, I'll listen to the rest of that later. You can just look at the newsletter if you want to listen to the full thing. I think I'm in love / Deltarune logo. Ooh, the Tokihana. I made an outline of the song, she arranged it, then I mixed it back together with my own instrumentals. Then I mixed it back together with my own instruments. Also for the logo is inspired by the Sailor Moon R.I. catch. Okay. Guest artists. Also the creator of Field of Mistra, Claire, drew Pink's talking sprites and basic overworld sprites for Chapter 5. She's a great friend that encouraged me immensely to complete Undertale, so I'm super happy I got to work with her. Oh, this is awesome. I love this. Okay, thanks. Oh, hi. Oh, he's melting. What's next? Chapter 5 was a really fun chapter, and with that big last burst of craziness out of the way, I'm sure everyone is eager for Deltarune to start directly tackling the main mysteries of the game. Me too! With Chapter 5, we completed the last of the necessary setup for Chapter 6 and 7. From Chapter 6 onwards, there will be no more wacky, silly adventures, and you'll begin to see the results of the setup that's been made so far. Chapter 6 is a shorter, straightforward chapter that focuses on one aspect of the story. Because of that, many things are still not touched on here. In fact, it may surprise you what was missing, but one thing will be clarified whether you're ready or oh, we're gonna learn Rudy Holidays tonight. I'm kidding, it's Papyrus. Some of you may say, wait, you still need to make the chapters longer, not shorter. That's an extremely reasonable concern, but by the end of Chapter 7, I'm 100% sure you'll understand why I feel so confident about the way I'm telling the story. Don't worry about the pacing until it's over. Oh, I believe we will be able to release Chapter 6 in 2027. Chapter 6 would be released by itself, in case there's any question about that. Okay. So, okay, good. You know what? No 6-7 joke at least. Recently, I finished writing a few more sequences toward the last of the Chapter 6, rearranging the rooms to fit the new structure. Once we make these adjustments and tie everything together, we will be able to play a rough draft of the chapter from beginning to end, barring any major restructuring. The main thing that will continue to need development are the boss of the chapter and polishing cutscenes. Fuck, I can't talk, my mouth is dry. Speculation, theories. Oh, look at the sillies. Personally, I don't read or watch theories. That's because I already know what my game is. Okay, fair. He has no idea who Friend Inside Me is. However, I think it's amazing that people think about the game so much. It's not an exaggeration to say that thinking about this game can be just as much of the experience as playing it is. Anyone who keeps thinking about it, like I have, gets my highest blessing. So imagining what could happen or trying to think about what the meaning of the game is very cool. However, I do think it's important to mention, sometimes you don't have all the information or I had a completely different expectation about how certain info would be interpreted or combined. Anyway, while I think it's good to keep an open mind to what would ultimately happen, I want to say that you guys should keep having as much fun as you can. The speculative art, stories, and theories that you come up with while the game is going on and ongoing will forever be special, because this is the only time such things could ever be created. All of you are creating a time capsule unique to this single fleeting moment in time. And I think that's something to be incredibly proud of. Isn't it great that you're here right now playing this thing as it comes out? What's Girona? When I was younger, my older sibling would say the stupid anime style made up moves and pretend to attack me. One was, "It's my Girona." A couple other phrases are also referenced like that, including the unused voice clip, "Blingo Blizzard."
A Blingo Blizzard.
Yeah, that makes sense. My sibling encouraged me to add, "It's my hummingbird" as another quote of the game, but I haven't done that yet. Will I ever? Nah, we're never seeing Flowery again, unfortunately, so probably not. What's Kiki? Kiki is my cat that won't shut up. She gets incredibly nosy every second you don't play with her. She watched her room on TV, didn't understand it was her. It's like if a cat's brain was put into a cat's body. The song in the room is the song that I sing to her every day because I love her. It's not fan service for you, but it's a Kiki service for her, even though she doesn't like it. She's bothering me right now. New merch! Fan Gamer has released new merchandise for Chapter 5. More items are planned too. Yep. I told Fan Gamer not to expect to make too much merchandise for Chapter 6 and 7. Okay. Anything else? I desire and enjoy the corn. Happy summer and enjoy the corn. Yeah. That's some corn, all right. All right, if I had to give my thoughts on this, I think it's cool because we get to know what Girona is now. Get ready for this, though. We're gonna see who the fuck the knight is. if it's anything at all, you know, yeah. Get theorizing, guys. We all know it's Tyler the Skeleton. Guys, I'm not even kidding. I didn't even get to, like, start editing on this properly, and then there's already a new thing. New thing already. There's a fucking 7B. Progress. We got book, we got film, we got gun, and we got a monster. The fuck does this mean? What does this mean? Who are we shooting with a hold on, yeah, let me zoom in on this. Here we go. Hello? So we got map, we got something, we got gun, and then we got monsters, I think. Or like bugs, I don't know. That's like a specific retro one. Hello? I'm assuming this is like the map for everything, you know, like the area, because we're on the other side of the lake. This could be anything. Is there gonna be live action? I don't know what any of this means. All I know is that things might be taking a bit of a weird route here, guys. Weird route? Weird route? What route? Roots? Root theory? Wait a second. Hold on. Am I onto something? Guys, I thought I found it all. There's even more. Same time as 7. What? What do you mean? Chapter 6 is the same time as 7? Are they lying? Or are they saying side B, same time as 7? I don't know. What does this mean? Okay, I'm mid-editing now. And there's another thing that was found. Awesome. So you go to this website, right? You know, the one with the numbers. It was like, oh, yeah, no, 2 and 3 are big, and then there's 5, whatever, yeah. And then if you scroll down now. Hi, 7B. How are you doing? And it's like even bigger. It's like twice the size of 2. Like, oh, okay, grab that, editing me, grab that, put it like right next to 7B so we can look at it. Because what the fuck? Hello?